Welcome back. We got another trade article. This one is from CBS about five possible post lottery trades. Um, Talks about Giannis, KD, another Lakers and Mavericks deal. We're gonna see how these go. We on articles were on trade articles itself. We're like 1 and 1. One was not that great. One I liked really well. But those were from Bleacher Report. Let's see if CBS is bugging as much as Bleacher Report is, or if theirs better. First we've got Mavericks and Lakers round two. So the Mavericks get Anthony Simons, the Lakers get Daniel Gafford, and then the Blazers get Maxi Kleber, Caleb Martin, Dalton Connect, Dwight Powell, Lakers 2029 unprotected, 2031 first round picks, 2030. Wow. I was gonna say the players that they're getting that the Blazers are getting for Anthony Simons are garbage, straight garbage. Maxi Kleber doesn't even play. Caleb Martin sucks. Dwight Powell is trash, and Dalton Connect is had a rough way to end his rookie year, but he's a rookie, so we'll see. But Lakers unprotected doesn't it's not probably going to be too crazy valuable, but I mean this is the Mavericks giving up the only other thing they got for Anthony Davis that or for Luca that wasn't Anthony Davis or Max Christie. 2031 first round picks, like plural picks. I don't know that didn't seem very descriptive there. And 2030 swap rights. Um I mean, so I assume this means three first round picks. I don't know if this is like there's two in like I don't know what this is, but I'm just gonna take it for 29, 30, and 31. So that's three first garbage players, and then a rookie for Anthony Simons. Guess it's not bad if it's three firsts, whether some of them are protect or some of them are swaps, some of them are whatever. Guess that's not too bad. Mavericks get Anthony Simons to pretty much come off the bench, right? Or I mean, I guess you could have Clay come off the bench, but I don't know because I mean, I guess although for the first part of the year he would start because Kyrie won't be there. I like that because especially if he is going to stay around bench, even if he starts, it gives him another shot creator, which I like. Because you're going to probably start AD and Lively together, but it's not bad. Not bad. And the Lakers got Daniel Gafford. I think this is the perfect center for Lakers. There is not a center out there that is more perfect than Jared Allen. Like Jared Allen may or may not be on the move with the way that the Cavs season ended, but other than Jared Allen, I think Daniel Gafford is perfect. He is not expensive. He is an above to me. He is an above starting caliber center. Like I think he's better than some just traditional centers. Obviously, he's no all star, but he is. This is perfect for what Lakers need. I would love this for LA. That would be amazing. And I mean, all you, if all you had to do was give up a 2030 pick, so I mean, I love that. I don't know necessarily which of these like the Lakers are directly giving up. Obviously, they're giving up Don Connect and Maxi Kleber, but the picks I don't really know which ones are theirs. But I think that is so amazing for the Lakers to get Daniel Gafford. I think Lakers fan would be jumping with joy if they got that. So I like that a lot. Yeah, the Mavericks would still have PJ, Najee Marshall, Clay Thompson, like Jaden Hardy, Max Christie, backup center. I mean, they would like Omax Prosper, but he's like a four. He's not really a center. So they would probably have to find, another backup center at least that could take some minutes because AD and Lively are a little injury prone. But I like that. That's I like that. That was a good one. It started off strange, but oh man. Giannis to the Spurs. Okay. Stephon Castle. Harrison Barnes, Keldon Johnson, a number 2 overall pick, a most favorable between Milwaukee and New Orleans first round pick in 2026. The Pelicans will get the number 14th pick, and Atlanta's unprotected 2027 pick, and the Spurs would get Giannis. Why are the Pelicans in this deal? Why would the Pelicans be in this deal? Because they have to give up this, they have to, because they're a part of this, maybe? I don't know, because all of this is the Spurs stuff. So maybe it's because of this. That's all. I mean, the Pelicans, sure, they would love that. They would love that they got 14 in an unprotected Atlanta pick. Atlanta's probably going to suck in 2027. So that's a good job for the Pelicans for getting in on this. Spurs get only Giannis, okay. Man, the second overall pick and Stephon Cass, like, excuse me, Harrison Barnes, Keldon Johnson, whatever. They're probably there to make the money match. They probably wouldn't stick around for at least Harrison Barnes wouldn't stick around for too long, I would imagine. That would be amazing if the Bucks would get Castle and number 2. I think if you're the Spurs, you try and get away with instead of trading Castle, you try and trade Jeremy Sohan, who does not fit for this team whatsoever, especially if you get Giannis. I would try and give up like Sohan and like Blake Wesley or something instead of Castle. And if they're really not budging, I don't know. I don't think you do it if Castle's in it. This is not me saying Castle will ever be as good as Giannis, but you got to look at how much Giannis is getting paid. You got to look at what your team will look like in the future and how Castle's just the current rookie of the year. I might be crazy for saying that. If it's Castle, then no. I think you give up number 2, you give up Jeremy Sohan, maybe Blake Wesley if they want him. And then, yeah, whatever you need to make the money match like these guys. I don't know. It's hard to say. I wouldn't be mad, I guess, but trading the rookie of the year, I don't know. Even though, again, Giannis. So that means the lineup would probably be De'Aaron, Devin Vassell. Who would be the small forward? I don't like Jeremy Sohan at the small forward because of spacing issues, but or like Champagnie, uh, Giannis Vic. I mean, that's a good team. That's a great team. I just don't know if the Spurs would trade Castle. I don't think they would. I think some other organizations would, but I don't know if the Spurs are doing that for Giannis. Again, I think they look at Jeremy Sohan because he kind of doesn't fit. But you keep like if you can do that and you get Fox, Vassell, or Fox, Castle, Vassell, Giannis, and Wemby, I think that works pretty good. I think that works so much better. If it's Castle, then I think they got to do some real hard thinking. Not bad though. I like that. Oh, and yes, so that this would probably mean the Bucks would get number 2. So the Bucks would probably draft Dylan Harper. Stephon Castle, Damian Lillard again is going to be out for a long time, if not the whole year next season. Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, and Dame. And Dame might get traded too by then, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. The more I think about it, the more I like it less for the Bucks. But the more for the Bucks and the Spurs, just because Castle just makes this all weird to me. But you can't if you don't have to trade Castle, that's great. I think they do that deal every time. Kevin Durant. Oh, wow. Okay, CBS, you are doing something here. You are making me think about these. Suns get Paul George and the number 3 overall pick, while the 76ers get Kevin Durant. All right, well, oh God, though. So you would have Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Paul George's contract all on the books. Wow, I think simply for that, the Suns don't do it. Even though the number 3 overall pick, potentially getting a prospect like Ace Bailey or VJ Edgecombe is so intriguing. I mean, they're about to get off the Bradley Beal contract. Do they want the Paul George contract that is even longer? I don't know if they do. I love where this was going at first glance, but the more I think about it, the more I think that if the Suns do this, it's not. But then again, the Suns don't have their own picks. Ooh, how many? All right. I'm taking a quick detour to Fanspo to look at their pick situation for the Suns. It depends. It depends for me on what their pick situation looks like because I know 20 this year and 27 they don't own it. They have Cleveland's first round pick, which will be number 29 this year. Washington holds the right to swap in next year, which I don't think they will. 2027 is via Utah, Cleveland, or Minnesota. They got all right. So there's a lot of things protecting some of these picks to where they don't do it, to where they won't maybe have them. I think that that's such a hard deal to. That's such a hard deal to think about. I think the Suns. I think the Suns would probably. Hmm. I think the Suns would say no, but if I was, I would think about it because again, number 3, I don't think you guys are gonna have a number 3 overall pick anytime soon. Anytime soon, unless one of those picks have a crazy leap or protection or something on it, but they're like protected by like 4 different teams. So I don't know. I think you might have to do this. Wow, this article is making me think more than I thought, man. This was good. Um, Laurie Marketing to Portland. Are we for real? Jazz and the Blazer. What is this trade? The Jazz get DeAndre Ayton and Matisse Thybulle for the number 11 pick. Most and least favorable of Milwaukee, Portland, and Washington first round picks in 2029. Um, no. I mean, no, not at all. I mean, the Blazers, I'm sure, would love this, but why would the Jazz ever do this? You have DeAndre Ayton. You're gonna get DeAndre Ayton when you have Walker Kessler. That is such a bad. That might be. That's. I mean, that's a good trade for the Blazers, I guess. Even though you're giving up number 11 this year, so I don't actually know if I would do it now that I say that out loud. But I don't know why the Jazz would ever do this. This is the worst trade we've seen. I don't like that trade. I'm gonna say no without even thinking too much about it. Trade 5, Houston backs out. So the Nuggets get the 10th overall pick, and the Rockets get Denver's 2032 first round pick unprotected and 2031 first round swap rights with Denver. Oh, yeah. That's a great trade for Houston. I love it. You don't need another lottery pick if you're Houston. And if you can't do anything bigger with that trade, I think this is a good way to go. The Nuggets get the 10th pick. They could draft someone that they like, hopefully, who can maybe, start building something on that bench over there. But that's I like that. That I think this is exactly what Houston should do if they're not making that bigger deal with that pick because they don't need another pick like this. They don't need another lottery pick. So that's a good trade. I like that. I think that's it though. Yeah. All these trades were W's. These were like whether they made me not necessarily saying that they all would get accepted, but they made me think real hard. Except this one. I don't trade 4. I don't like this one. But the other 4 trades 1 through 3 and 5, I like that. The best trade the best trade. This one made me think the most for sure. This trade 3 made me think the most. The trade I maybe like the most, I mean, I really like trade 5, even though it's probably the least significant when you on paper. But I like I like the trade 1 too for some of these teams. But yeah, that was 5 possible post lottery deals. That was a good article. That was good job, CBS. You know, we might have to come back for CBS to look at more things like this in the future because first article I have read from them on this channel was a pretty good article. Let me know what you think below about all those trades, especially if they are your teams. Let me know if there's something else you would want from a team, or if that give me your trades of your own too that you came up with. But that's all. Thanks for watching.